Jamal loved exploring Cedar Park, the neighborhood's lively playground surrounded by trees and wildflowers. But instead of playing with the other kids, he enjoyed stomping near anthills, flicking beetles off logs, and shaking bushes to scatter insects. "Watch out, bugs! Tiny Titan is here to protect the park," he'd say, stomping dramatically. One afternoon, Jamal discovered an unusual glimmering beetle near a tree stump. It was golden and sparkled like it was dipped in sunlight. Jamal leaned down to poke it, but as soon as his finger touched the beetle, everything around him blurred. When he opened his eyes, Jamal gasped. The world had transformed. The once towering trees now seemed endless, and blades of grass stood as tall as skyscrapers. But most startling of all, he wasn't alone. A line of beetles, each as big as Jamal now, surrounded him. Their leader, the golden beetle he tried to poke earlier, stepped forward. "You call yourself the Tiny Titan," the beetle said in a surprisingly deep voice. "Let's see how you like being tiny in our world." Before Jamal could respond, the beetles whisked him away to their underground city. The beetle leader, who introduced himself as Orin, explained that Jamal had been shrunk by the golden balance, a magical relic that protected insect kind from harm. "You've caused a lot of trouble for us," Orin said. "Stepping on homes, scattering food, and scaring families. Now, you'll live like us and learn why our world matters." At first, Jamal resisted. He tried to act tough, but life in the Beetle City was no joke. He had to carry tiny seeds twice his size, fend off hungry ants, and learn to navigate dark, narrow tunnels. Slowly, he began to see how the beetles worked together to survive. One day, a storm rolled in, flooding the beetles' tunnels. Jamal used his wits and what he'd learned to lead a rescue mission, helping the beetles save their food stores and families. For the first time, he understood what it felt like to protect instead of destroy. When the storm cleared, Orin approached Jamal with a proud smile. "You've proven yourself, Tiny Titan. Now, you'll return to your world, but remember what you've learned here." With a flash of golden light, Jamal was back in Cedar Park, his normal size again. But he wasn't the same. Instead of stomping on ants or flicking beetles, he started helping the park flourish by planting flowers and building small bug hotels for his tiny friends. Tiny Titan had become a real protector, not just of the park but of all the little lives within it.